Hello, my dear Star versus the forces of evil fanatics and Gravity Falls fans too. Did you know that some of most Gravity Falls fans also seem to become more interested in this show now as well? Seeing a show at first being so degraded due to its poor assumption that it's just another silly show. And that's weird because almost the exact same thing happened to Gravity Falls in season 1. And I will admit, I was one of the people in the beginning who assumed that. And that was until I saw the last episode of season 1. That's what drew me to Gravity Falls the most. And now we have another show on the horizon that seems to have done the same thing. I don't know, I just want to simply mention that before we move on to this gargantuous list for the new episodes. And to be fair, I in particular have the right to brag, considering the fact that I was almost 80% right with my last episode lineup analysis video. And if you're interested in seeing it, then click here in the next 5 seconds. Alrighty then, moving on. So in the first part of the list, we have the episode titled Raid the Cave. Wow. Alright, so before I was merely gloating a little bit, but wow. If you've been keeping up with my recent analysis videos, then you know exactly what I'm about to say. In my analysis, I pointed out that the place where Ludo seemed to have sent Glossaric in the Book of Spells was in the cave on Muni. So the title Raid the Cave could resemble Star and most likely even Marco, both helping out on taking over the cave in order to save her possession and Glossaric, who I still from this day doubt he will have trouble with Ludo. That is, unless he can't help but teach whomever is in possession of the Book of Spells. Part 2 is called Trickster. Boy, they sure love putting in all of those star puns in the titles. We get it. She's the main protagonist, and it's definitely not a completely bad thing. It just starts to get repetitive after a while. Anyways, this could be part of the story where Star somehow tricks Ludo or something. The next episode is Baby, which I admit is a bit tough to decipher. I can't really think of a character at the moment who has a possibility of getting a baby. However, there just might be a slight chance that Marco might have a sibling. I doubt it, but it's a stretch. He did in fact kept saying in the episode Pixtopia that he came into the world alone, and that he's the only child over and over again possibly could have been an ironic hint saying, not for long, dude. Part 2 is Running with Scissors, and just could be another one of the characters' escape heists. And to make sure they don't get captured, they're probably going portal to portal, Rick and Morty style. Oh my gosh, release season 3 already, come on! Right now I'm dying on the inside, I don't know if you guys can tell or not. Next one is Math Magic, and could have something to do with the school's related math subject and Star's mishaps. The Bounce Lounge. Okay, you got me in a box here. Perhaps Star and Marco go on an adventure that allows you to jump up and down or something? Yeah, that's all I got, man. Sorry guys, I'm honestly doing the best I can. Star vs. the forces of evil is just random. Next episode is Crystal Clear, which might either have something to do with a situation that's now crystal clear or possibly something with Star's mother. Assuming that the diamonds that resemble her might come and play with this. Part 2 is The Hard Way. So this could be anything, and I mean almost anything. I'm just gonna take a crack at it and say that there's some sort of battle and someone's gonna say we can do this the hard way or the easy way. Your choice. And it could possibly derive from a villain in the future. Maybe that particular enemy is giving Star a choice. Oh boy. Is this so great to say. Things might get a little bit more interesting with this one. Heinous. Oh, and yes, get your thesaurus out because she's coming back for revenge. It's odd how she returns in a practical 12-minute episode, while usually significant episodes last about 23 minutes of runtime. I hope this episode will reveal something more about Heinous. She just doesn't seem like a character that would only get but so little amount of screen time. Hopefully part 2 will have her included, but I doubt that since it's called All Belts Are Off. This might once more have Marco and another crisis within the dojo and his belt advancements or something similar. Collateral damage could be something impactful between the enemy or a close friend. Or maybe someone just ruined a big part of a house or a building of some sort. For the next part is listed as Just Friends. Oh, I can't wait for that. There might be some confrontation between Star and Marco. I have no idea, but I'm pretty confident of it. Alright, next one is Face the Music. Is a full half-hour long special, and oh my gosh, So is the next one. Face the music is usually an expression for saying face the facts. This may happen when a certain person may be in denial of something, but they must face the facts. And yes, this may have something to do with the possible confrontation between Star and Marco I was just talking about. And now for the last one, Star Crushed. Holy marshmallows. With it being yet another half-hour special, I can definitely straight away say that this is going to be a significant take on the storyline and Star herself. If the Just Friends prediction becomes true and makes a separation between Star and Marco, then this unfortunately will most likely not only tear their bond apart from each other for a while, but this may be the beginning of a new star. A star that we would never think to see, the next Eclipsa. The one known as Dark Star. Well, this has certainly been another extravagantly long-lasting analysis, but there is still a little teeny tiny detail in the listing that I noticed when doing my notes. Notice anything peculiar in this area? Welp, in the first grade I was taught that 14 comes after 13, but I don't think this was unintentional. Could it be that the episodes Hungry Larry and Spider with a Top Hat came before the events of Raid the Cave based on the numbering of the episodes? In the episode Bon Bon the Birthday Clown, they don't explicitly say what kind of dance it is in particular. They never really say homecoming, so it could be possible that it wasn't an end of the year sort of high school dance, which would explain the possibility of the dance being before Halloween. And also, most of all, we never see the book or Glossork even once in either of the episodes Hungry Larry or Spider with the Top Hat. So tell me what you all think about the tiny little Easter egg. But at the meantime, this has been The Next Big Thing with yet another tiresome amount of editing, and it's time for me to pass out. I love all 70,000 and more of you, and this year, let's hit 100K, baby. Oh yeah! See you in the next one.